Welcome back. Chef Michelle Bernstein has cooked up a busy career for herself. She owns several restaurants, a catering company, and has also been on Bravo's Top Chef and Food Network's Chopped. But she wasn't expecting to add a chronic medical condition to her full plate. Chef Michelle is joining us now to talk about being diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis, or PSA, and how she manages her condition. Joining her is her rheumatologist, Dr. Carlos Sessin. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Chef Michelle, let's start with you. What has your experience been like with PSA?
So it's been interesting, to say the least. You know, as a chef, I really need my body to be healthy and ready to go. And so the joint pain and the stiffness causes everything to kind of slow down a little bit, and everything just becomes a bit more difficult. And so when I'm in the kitchen, with the joint pain and the stiffness, you know, you can't do those simple things that we do, like picking food up with tongs, using a spoon, all those, you know, delicate little movements, and, you know, the strength to put heavy pots into the oven. All of that was affected. And you can imagine, you know, not knowing what was going on, I was coming up with my own ideas. And so I was just, you know, so worried that my career was going to be affected. Playing with my 11-year-old was being affected. And so I was desperate, and I was afraid to talk to anyone because of what I thought the reality could be. Finally, my sister kind of knocked some sense into me and said to me, listen, you need to go see a rheumatologist. You have a little bit of psoriasis, and, you know, you have to find a specialist. And luckily enough, I found this doctor to my left, Dr. Carlos Sessin. In partnership with Novartis, we have come to make people really aware of PSA and the fact that, you know, diagnosis is really important, and finding a treatment equally.
Well, I'm so glad that you had your sister there to kind of give you that push, and I hope this interview can help someone out there with a push to go see someone. Dr. Sessin, can you tell us more about PSA and the symptoms that patients may, you know, experience, whether it is something that, you know, we experience every day, or that Chef Michelle just mentioned?
Yeah, so psoriatic arthritis, or PSA, is a specific kind of inflammatory arthritis that causes pain, stiffness, and swelling of multiple joints. It can cause a lot of stiffness in the mornings, stiffness that lasts greater than 30 or 60 minutes even. And as you can imagine, can cause a lot of difficulty with daily activities at home and at work, like happened with Michelle. And it's really important to try to get to that diagnosis early on, because if you don't treat it in time, there's a chance that you could develop irreversible joint damage.
Wow. And so how did you approach Chef Michelle's treatment plan?
So it's important to take into consideration aspects of the psoriatic arthritis, but also other health-related concerns that she may have. So we sat together in that exam room, we put our heads together, and that's when we decided to move forward with Novartis, with Cosentyx. The medication is also known as secukinumab. It is a medication that is prescribed and approved for the treatment of psoriatic arthritis in patients that are 2 years of age and older.
Yeah.
We talked about the different benefits of the medicine, and also the side effects, the most important of which being allergic reactions and infections.
Well, that's so important, and I thank both of you so much for being here. And like I said, I hope this interview helps someone out there. Thank you so much for your time today.
Real quick, go to saveherlifewithpsa.com to get all your questions answered.